Hello everyone, welcome back. Wish you all a very healthy and prosperous Varamahalakshmi. Ellarigu Varamahalakshmi Habbada Shubhashayagalu. This recipe is coming a little early because tomorrow is Varamahalakshmi festival and I thought I'll show how to make Ubbattu because everybody does Ubbattu for Varamahalakshmi festival. It's not difficult at all. See, and you'll definitely feel it's easy. Do make it and try. First we're going to boil dal, tur dal. For 1 cup of dal I'm going to add in 3 cups of water. There is no measurement as such. It's due to your experience. If you want, you can add 4 cups also. It's how much of kattu will come for your button saru. That's it. So you can adjust accordingly, but add enough water to boil tur dal. I have taken about 8 glasses of water here, which is boiling now. I'll add 2 cups of tur dal into it. The dal is cooked now. If you take one in your hands, see, it is cooked now. You don't want it to become too cooked so that it becomes all mushy like that. Just cook this enough. So I'm going to strain this. The water here I'm going to use for making ubbat and saru, and the bele I'll make purna for ubbattu. So let me strain this. For 2 cups of dal that I took, I have added about 2.5 cups of jaggery. I'm going to add in a little bit of elaichi to this and cook it on the stove till the jaggery melts. You can do it in 2 ways. You can either after this gets cooked, you can either make a paste in a mixie or in a grinder. There's a little bit of change in that. If you're going to grind this in a grinder, you should see to it that after it is cooked, there's hardly any water left in this. You'll have to cook it for a longer time. But if you're going to grind it in a mixer, it has to be a little watery. So when you put it in the mixer, whatever water is there, I don't know if it's get absorbed or what, it becomes a little hard and hurna will come. But in the grinder, if it is watery, it will become more watery so that you won't be able to make round balls out of the hurna. So be a little careful with that. If you're going to do it in a grinder, see to it that there's no water remaining in this. But if you're going to grind it in a mixer, see to it that it's a little bit watery. I'll show you how. For this, I'm going to add in about half a cup of fresh grated coconut. Half a cup of it. Mix all this well and cook it on a low flame. While the dal is being cooked, let us make the covering for the ubbattu. I have taken maida in a bowl. For 1 cup of tur dal, you can take 1 cup of maida. So how much ever you put, you can take that much of maida. To the maida, add in just a pinch of salt. Add in about 1 spoon of oil. Mix it all well. Once the oil is mixed together, I'm going to add in water little by little and make it like a chapati dough. You can see that this is all mixed nicely now. Add in about half a cup of oil on top and rest it for about half an hour. So when the dal is cooking, if you mix this, by the time the dal gets cooked, this also would have been rested for a while. I'm going to cover this and keep it aside. But do remember, do not keep this where you're cutting onions. Do not keep this where you're cutting onions. Because if this comes along with the onions, this becomes, watery. So keep it away from onions. This is almost done now. The jaggery is nicely melted and it's become like a paste. So this much is enough for the mixer. But if you're going to do it for the grinder, then it has to be a little more thick so that we have to cook it for another 5 more minutes. I'm going to do it in a mixer, so I'll switch it off now. Let it cool and then grind it. This is cooled down now. I'm going to grind this now. I've taken small mixer jar, put little by little and then grind it. Not too much, just little by little and then grind it. You can see this is nicely done now. You can make balls out of it. We'll finish doing everything like this. After doing hurna, let us make a ubbat and saru now. This is the kattu what I've got. After cooking the dal and straining it, this is the liquid which is remaining. For this much of liquid, I have taken about big 3 onions which I've cut. I'm going to add in about 10 curry leaves to it. 1 garlic peel, a teaspoon of jeera, I've added in a spoon of oil and fry it till the onions are nicely fried. The onions are nicely cooked now. I'm going to switch off the stove. To this, I am adding about half a cup of freshly grated coconut, about half a cup of dry coconut which is grated, and the sambar powder, the regular sambar powder what everybody use in their house. But I'm adding about 2 teaspoons initially. Later on you can adjust the taste. And I'm adding in 1 lemon size of tamarind to this. And instead of jaggery, I'm going to add in 1 ball of hurna here. This is what we made. So instead of jaggery, we use this. I will grind all this together now into a fine paste by adding little water. Masala is ground to a very fine paste now. I will add it to the kattu. Finally, for the tadka, I have heated about 3 teaspoons of ghee. You can use oil also, but still ghee gives a very good taste. The ghee is hot. I'm going to add in a spoon of mustard to it. Garlic. Three, 4 dry chilies. Few curry leaves. And then add it to it. Mix everything now. A final touch, add in enough salt to it. At this point you can taste. If more hotness is needed, add a little more sambar powder, a little salt or whatever, tamarind, anything can be added now. Boil this for about 5 minutes and the obatan saru is ready. I've taken a little bit of covering like this. Spread it on my palms. Take 1 hurna and go on covering it from all the sides. Since this is maida, it stretches very well. I have covered it from all the sides and made it to a nice ball like this. I will place it on this and make obbattu like this. This is done now. The tawa is hot. I'm going to put it on the tawa. Add in just a little bit of oil. This should not be flipped many times. Cooked on both the times, just flipping it once. I will flip it now. This is done. I will take it on. The obbattu is ready now. Hot and soft obbattu is ready to eat. You can enjoy it with ghee, milk or coconut milk. Like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell icon for further notifications.